You and I talk about this all the time, self-regulation, right? And so what are you doing when nobody's looking? Your ability to regulate yourself on a day-to-day basis is going to help you with how to make decisions. Having the right energy, mental clarity, and critical thinking is predicated on your self-regulation.
Yeah. You're making a crucial mistake. You're actually emitting a frequency that's actually repelling you from your desired reality. Until you have the capability of collapsing this frequency, your desired reality will continue to run from you, despite everything that you've been doing. You might have been making notes, you might have been doing meditations, visualizations, you might have been staring at yourself in the mirror like a psychopath, telling yourself that you love yourself and you're a billionaire and all of this other but clearly that stuff isn't working, and that's due to the fact that, mechanically speaking, you're actually repelling yourself from your desired reality because of this one frequency. And that one frequency is desperation. The issue is right now, you're desperate for your desired reality. The issue is you're fiending for it.
And people sit around and they pray and they ask God to get them to where they at, but they don't know that you gotta meet God halfway.
Yes.
That's how you get it done.
Yes.
You're not gonna just pray all day not doing nothing.
Yeah. Yes.
You gotta meet him halfway. And then you feel me? You keep praying, you keep doing your thing, but you gotta be putting in that work. And when you meet him halfway, bro, that shit gonna pay off. Bro, no cap.
I started
and when you
doing
get it, do not take it for granted. I don't see so much people get comfortable. Complacency is the most dangerous thing in the world. You can't get comfortable, bro. Once you get comfortable, you start losing yourself. You feel me? You start losing the hunger, you start losing the drive.
I'm obsessed with being the best version of myself. And that's a daily thing, you know? And some days are better than others. Finding myself in a world where there's so many seen opinions about yourself, when everybody's telling you who and what you are, you know, learning how to live.
It's gonna be a process of starting to do the things that you need to do to improve your life and such. When the big things come up, that it's like, you know what, maybe I don't go out this weekend. Maybe I stay home and I focus on this, or I do this, or it's, maybe I don't scroll on my phone for 30 minutes. Maybe I sit down with a notepad in a room with no stimulants and I just write down the thoughts that are coming to my mind.
It's you versus the next man. If somebody else is out there and they're dialed in and you guys are both building the same thing, you're going to lose to them every time, just like in football or just like in any other sport. So if you want to win the game of business, it first starts with taking care of yourself and taking care of your health, and also working on your self-education. If you're just consuming garbage all day, all the time, it's impossible for you to ever formulate any good ideas and give your mind the space to create. So that's the very first thing.
It sounds counterintuitive, but the key to getting what you want is actually letting go of what you want. And the reason that is because as humans, it's so easy for us to become too attached to our desires. And when we become too attached, we become desperate. And hey, me and you both know desperation leads to not great things. Almost always the worst case scenario happens.
If we sort of bring that power back into our hands, to make the decision in who we are, then we can impress that onto our subconscious, or keep telling ourselves that in mind, or act in ways that are befitting of it, and reap the benefits of that beneficial personality or whatever characteristic you want. I think that sometimes we get so rooted in our past and in this linear nature of growth in time that we get sort of lost in our ability to actually make change where we are. We think that we have to wait a certain amount of time before we can actually change, and we're waiting for the signs to show without recognizing that we can create the signs ourselves.